What up, guys? Alchemist saying I got something nice for you, or should I say ice, because I'm bringing Shatterdive back. I'm making it great again. But before we continue, shout out to today's sponsor, DVN.net. Guardians, I would like to recommend you all a great service the Traveler blessed us with, DVN.net. Here, you can find a team to complete different activities for you, like raids, dungeons, trials, exotics that you don't have, and even power grind. No longer do you have to torture yourself with grind level torture. You can give it to somebody else. You can torture somebody else with it, okay? All the services can be done without account sharing. So no worries about securing your account and having to give away your login information. To order a service like that, all you have to do is talk to an operator in the bottom right corner where it says chat and schedule a self-play appointment with your order. The website has been working for a long time. It has a lot of players, reviews, and payment methods. You can check out everything yourself, and with the promo code AlchemistKirito, you will have a 15% off discount on all services. If you have any further questions, just ask the operator in the bottom right corner. What you waiting for? Get help from DVN.net today. In today's build, we are using the exotic Salvation's Grip, which basically just allows you to make stasis crystals whenever you want. That's the whole exotic. That's literally the whole exotic, okay? There's nothing else to it. Destroying multiple stasis crystals, reload the weapon without you have to reload it. But yeah, that's about it. That's all it does. It's strong against overload champions, and the exotic catalyst give it rhyme stiller, which basically when you destroy stasis crystal with the weapon, you get frost armor, which you don't really care for because you will be making stasis shards for frost armors. But yeah, we just use this to make stasis crystals so we can spam Shatterdive non-stop and with our grenade, basically. But I decided to do a combo with it, and we ended up putting on the exotic helmet Foe Tracer with Hunters. Hear me out. The stasis crystals created from Salvation's Grip is considered weapon damage. So as long as we destroy those crystals, the shatter damage is getting buffed up by any weapon buff damage we give it. So I know in this sandbox, I don't think surges are that strong compared to how broken we can make our abilities do, but I wanted to make Foe Tracer make the shatter damage from us shooting the weapon stronger by 25%. And since Shatterdive is considered ability damage, whenever I use Shatterdive on any orange name and up, we get 25% extra damage on our Salvation's Grip shatter effect from the crystal we make from it for like 15 seconds. So that's why we're running Foe Tracer, and also too, we defeat the marked target, we make a stasis shard because it matches the elemental pickup of whatever damage we do, which would be stasis. Okay, so that's the two exotics we run in this build. The other weapons using this build can be whatever you want. I do recommend you using a solar weapon. I'm using Yurtai, Apex, SMG, just so I can utilize getting Radiant from the artifact with Fever and Chill, because we are still spamming our stasis grenade in this build with Shatterdive as well. So the main things you want in the artifact is all the stasis stuff. So like one with frost, so you have frost armor on and make that Salvation Grip reload quicker, because I can tell you that reload speed, it seems like not bad, but it's bad. So this helped the reload speed even more. Fever and Chill, so when we get precision damage with a stasis weapon or solo weapon, we'll get Radiant with solo weapon, or we'll get frost armor with a stasis weapon. But like I always tell you guys, Fever and Chill don't tell you if you get three rapid kills, you still get the buff. So like I just said, Salvation's Grip crystals are considered weapon damage. So when I shatter them and kill enemies, we get frost armor. So you need Fever Chill on. We got on Frost Renewal, so if we ever get red health, we do a freeze post around us. And if we just shatter dive to the enemy, we just froze with that freeze post. But this also refresh our frost armor if we already at ×8. We got refresh threads on and elemental coalescence. This is important. All the state shards we pick up will go to our grenade, because we ain't really gonna be using our class ability or melee in this build. So whenever we pick up a state shard, it gives us grenade energy, so we can spam our glacial grenade more often, so we can spam Shatterdive with it more often. And then Shield Crush. This is why you want to run a solo weapon if you can. It's not that important, but Shield Crush does buff up the shatter damage of your grenade, glacial grenade. So if you throw a glacial grenade and then you Shatterdive the shatter damage you get from that shatter dive, it does get buffed up by shield crush. So if you are radiant before you throw your grenade and shatter dive, it will do even more damage for that shatter that you do from breaking all those crystals. So that's what I got shield crush on. Just a little tiny gimmick. It's not a necessity, but it's extra damage. Then subclass. In the subclass, of course, you want Glacial Grenade on. The aspects you want is Shatter Dive. Shatter Dive allows you that while you're in the air, if you hold the circle button or whatever your class ability button is, it'll allow you to slam on the ground and break any stasis crystals or frozen targets that's like 8 to 9 meters around you. Just shatter them all. So it's just good to get all the crystals in one spot and then shatter them all like you see in the gameplay, and then all the enemies just take damage and get blown away and stuff because of the fragment I put on, but we'll talk about that. And then of course, Grim Harvest, defeating slow or frozen targets give us stasis shards. I feel like hunters need a different wording for their Grim Harvest compared to Titan and Warlock. Titan and Warlock, there is easier. Warlock is like, you freeze somebody, you get a shard. You don't even gotta kill them, just freezing them. And then Titan is like, if you break a stasis shard, if you break a stasis crystal, you get a shard. Hunters are probably the hardest. They gotta be slowed or frozen in order, and then you got to kill them while they slowed or frozen in order for you to get the stasis shard. So like, sometimes you kill them to shatter damage and there's no shards out there because they died to the shatter, not the actual, they never got frozen. They just got killed by the shatter explosion radius that you did. So I really hope they'll do something with the Hunters Grim Harvest. Hunters are really down bad right now in the PvE sandbox compared to the other classes. I ain't gonna lie to you. But fragments, we're rocking Whisper of Torment. This makes it that when you take damage from enemies, you get grenade energy, and the more frost armor you have on, the more grenade energy you get. This allows us to spam Glacial Grenade more often while we take damage. Sometimes in the gameplay footage, I was taking damage on purpose, just so I can spam my grenade more often and kill them, because I know I'll kill them before they'll kill me. We got Whisper of Fissure on. Y'all know how I feel about Whisper of Fissure. I don't really like it because it adds the knockback effect and makes the enemies start getting sent flying and stuff. So this fragment is optional, okay? If you're someone like me that don't like it, you can definitely take it off. It don't lower your damage by that much, so you can definitely take this off and replace it with something like I forgot the name of it. Whisper of Chains, I believe. Defeating targets while you have frost armor has a chance to create a stasis shard. You can definitely replace it with Whisper of Chains and just forget about Whisper of Fissure. Now, if you is somebody that want to do some gimmicks where you knock enemies off the edge by, you know, doing Whisper of Fissure and shatter damage, then by all means go right ahead, okay? You want Whisper of Shards on, so when you destroy stasis crystals, it gives you uptime on your grenade recharge rate, so your grenade come back quicker. We got Whisper Conduction on, so that the shards attract to us, so we don't have to worry about running to pick them up. And then, of course, you know, stasis shards give us a small bit of health and melee energy. And then we have Whisper Rhyme on that allows frost armor to stay on even longer and give us ×8 frost armor, so we get that 50% damage reduction. Stats you want to run for this build: 200 grenade, because again, your grenade stat is buffing up the shatter damage of your glacial grenade. So 200 grenade, and then you want to go for 160 weapon stat, so that you can get, because you spamming Salvation's Grip ammo non-stop in this build and your grenade. So if you got 160 weapon stat, then you can always have uptime on your Salvation's Grip, and you just spam Shadow Dive non-stop, breaking crystals all day. So 200 grenade, 160 weapon stat, okay? And then the rest of your stats can be whatever you want it to be in. Mods. Armor mods, we're rocking 2 heavy MO finders. Like I said, whole point is to be spamming Salvation Grip non-stop, so you can spam Shadow Dive non-stop. And then Harmonic Siphon, again, the shatter from that is considered weapon damage, so you will be making an orb power when you do that. I got 2 grenade fonts on because I don't have 200 grenade stats, so you give me plus 40. If you already got close to 200 grenade stat, then you can definitely put on the mod that making that grenade damage. Grenade kills make an orb. Again, shatter from you slamming on your shatter damage from your grenade is considered grenade damage, so you still would make an orb from doing shatter dive on your glacial grenade crystals. We got on stasis ammo generation and our chest piece to help out that ammo generation bar on our Salvation Grip, so we make more heavy ammo. Lead piece we got on stasis scavenger, so we get more ammo picking up heavy bricks. I got 2 recuperation mods on because I got low health stat. If you got a high enough health stat, then you don't have to worry about that. You put on like better already or something. And then class item, I got on Reaper and Powerful Attraction and Time Dilation. Time Dilation make my grenade font stay on longer, and then, you know, Powerful Attraction, pick up orbs around me, and Reaper to make an orb with my next weapon kill. This build right here is very fun. I had a ball shadow diving all day and not having to shoot the enemies really with my weapons. I do have Mint Retrograde on me, just in case. But from my damage testing, Salvation's Grip, from just shooting one shot out there and shadow diving it, you're doing 2,000 damage, which equates to the same amount of damage you would do with Mint Retrograde if you shot one shot, 2,000 damage. So it does a lot of damage from just one shot shadow diving. And then the Fold Tracer automatically gonna kick in with Shadow Dive, because Shadow Dive is a class ability. So the moment you Shadow Dive on an orange name or something, you're immediately giving Salvation Grip that 25% extra damage immediately from just you Shadow Diving the crystals that you just hit with the Shadow Dive on Salvation Grip crystals. So yeah, the combo is just very too perfect, to be honest. It's just too perfect. So if you want to run through missions and shadow dive the enemies non-stop, this is the build for you. This is 100% the build for you. It was very fun. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys as always. And until next time, stay up.